it did the thing again. So I had to reset the settings once more. But essentially what happened is this time is my Bluetooth thing was not on for some reason, and that for some reason needed me to restart. Because the stream restarting? No, my computer restarted. Because it needed to turn back on the Bluetooth adapter thing that it's got inside of it. And for some reason, that required a restart. I don't get it, but oh well. Bluetooth adapters suck. They do. It's nice that we have them, but I find that oftentimes the dongles work better. Because, the adapters that, are like on the inside of computers tend to crash and burn at really inopportune times. Regardless, things should be working here now. I'm going to look further into the mic stuff after stream. Though I'm also going to be doing some grocery shopping and picking up a prescription. But other than that, everything should be good. There shouldn't be any more issues from here. Shouldn't. Let's see. Well, like I said before, the audio is something that I have to set up myself every single time now because of this bug. Before this bug started, which conveniently happens around the same time where Blue switched to doing this G-Hub thing. But before the bug started, I would actually be able to save things. Now I have to screenshot all of the settings that I had just to be able to, have the same general sound. Have some consolation Bezos money for the problems. Is Jeffrey Bezos gonna give me money? Prime sub. Oh, I wasn't looking. I do know that the Prime sub is a fairly easy way to do things. I think for a while there, that's what I actually was using for subbing to like Jellycat and Lootcat, alternating between the two. Okay, what did I set for my shards? Reflector ray? Wait, seriously? And it doesn't even work in this area. So we'll change the reflector ray to flying dagger. I was supposed to alternate between Jelly and you, but she broke her arm and isn't streaming today. Yeah. I'm hoping they can feel better soon. Because that ain't fun. I've never actually broken a limb myself, but, like, I can't imagine it being even remotely fun. Come to think of it, I've never really had many problems health-wise in my life. Most that I deal with is like, I don't know, like, I get sick occasionally, and I really do mean occasionally, because I'm not very prone to actually catching anything. It sucks. I'd imagine so. It doesn't sound like fun. Oh, that is awful. Having each finger broken at least once and left wrist once, I can tell you the worst part is the cast/splint. I can guess. Car drove into me while you were biking and it broke calf bones. Oof. That sucks. Pain is bad at first, but you have to keep a solid object on your limb for weeks/months is uncomfortable. Yeah, that would be. I feel like having the equivalent of Medusa heads in an area that deals so much damage is kind of a very weird design. Metal rod inside your bone for 6 months. You see, this comes off as very strange to me because I don't tend to have many injuries. I mean, I have my share of them. Like, a great example, I've got some scars. You can see one right on my forehead. But I've also got one on my right leg, right around the knee. The scar in question. Let's see.
Arise, myself and my shadow!
The scar in question I had gotten from falling over while I was playing around outside, and scars from surgery to put the rod on. Yeah, I'd imagine that would result in scars. The scar that I have on my leg is from when I was really little. Well, not really little. I think I was like 10, maybe. But my brother and I were outside. We were playing around, jumping from tree stump to tree stump, and I had fallen, like fumbled, while I was trying to make a jump. And part of that stump that I was trying to jump to had taken a chunk out of, like, the side of my knee. I'm pretty sure, like, we could even find that chunk when it had initially happened. It hurt a lot, and I've still got a scar from it to this day. And then the scar on my forehead is a little dumber. I got that one when I was very little from headbutting a metal rod on the playground because I was trying to say hello to my parents, and apparently I just went all in and headbutted the playground equipment so hard I got a scar. Scars can come in anywhere, I guess. Not as fun. Thought you did the headbutts on purpose. I mean, I may be stupid, but I'm not dumb. But, no, most of my injuries were from really stupid things, but I don't think any of them were from me intending to do the thing that got me the scar. Never underestimate the dumbest toddlers. Oh, for sure. Only scar you have is very small. It's a mark from when mother burned you with a firework as a child. It was accidental, you're sure, but it's still her fault. Oof. I have never really had any burns. Or at least none that, you know, leave a mark. Because I have burned myself countless times. In fact, I've done so recently. I think I've mentioned this before, but I work at, you know, a gas station right now. And one of the things that happened while I was at the gas station is I was taking out a pizza from the oven. Like, yeah, I got this. No issues. It looked like it was about to fall out, and in my infinite wisdom, I touch it with my bare hands. Why? Why did I do this to myself?
I'll go with this.
Luckily,
there, all done.
Luckily, not much happened as a result of it. fact he didn't got it. For sure I didn't.
I'll go with this.
Ooh, I like it.
I'll go with this.
There, all done.
Full story, we brought a big firework that let you hang from a tree limb. I wasn't tall enough to light it, so Mom picked me up. She then held me there while the fuse was still burning. Oh. Is Graham
Come back
good?
anytime.
I don't think I've... Oh yeah, Graham is like straight up better than what I have. And there's none of that charge time with it. That's great. And with more greatsword expertise, I am able to swing this faster. I always find it really interesting, though, because I've talked with a bunch of friends, and just about everyone has had, like, some injury that's landed them in the hospital. And the worst I've ever had outside of, like, the things that gave me scars is, like, I don't know, a thing or two that sprained my ankle that we were worried would be something bigger. But then I've got, like, friends such as Jerry. That's his username, not his real name. I don't know why. But, the thing about Jerry is this is a man who can fall off of his own roof several times and come out with no major injuries. And to this day, no one knows how. Oh, spikes. Let's see, I think one of the times he fell off of his roof while trying to, like, fix his satellite. Been to the hospital more to visit other people who are kept overnight. Never had to stay the night at one for your own troubles. Yeah, I've never had to stay the night ever myself. I had more situations where I was just there for a little bit. I'm not very prone to getting injured. Or at least not seriously injured. Oh yes, that's right. When we get to these areas, you can't use the reflector ray because it's broken. What was this again? Oh, yeah, this is like the boss room. Yeah, for the most part, all of my visits to the hospital have been to see someone else. Or if, you know, no one is injured, it's because that was the best place to see fireworks. But other than that, not really much. Overnight only for the broken calf. It was like 7 nights in total. Ugh. I don't know if I could do that. Well, hello. Wife beat you with a pregnancy where she stayed for 11 days in. That's kind of long, isn't it, for a pregnancy? I mean, it's not like disastrously long, but it is. All right. Someone didn't even stay a day. Sounds long to you too. First niece stayed 2 nights. She was in and out same day as nephew. Yeah, I don't think it's too common to have people longer than like a day, maybe, when it comes to that. She had to stay a week post-birth because the kid got pneumonia. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, same words, Bulldog. Well, I wasn't able to do this before. I was on a timer last time I was going on this train. She could have been discharged after 3 days post-birth, but she needed to come and visit the kid every day, so they let her stay until both are discharged. That's fair enough. Free healthcare. Yeah, I wish that were me. In my situation, if I have any such issues, I can go and suffer, basically. Because I don't have a whole lot of money on me. Not enough to pay for some of these ridiculous healthcare bills. Somehow I never read this, apparently. Maneuver behind enemies to attack their blind side. I like how all of these look like a fighting game manual. But eventually, I hope to head on over to Germany. That would be neat. When will it happen? I have no idea. Unfortunately, free healthcare in Poland ain't good, so we still do most of our doctor visits privately. To be honest, I don't know a whole lot about Poland. So I couldn't really compare it to much. Patient, I feel bad. Doctor, you're lying. Anyway, that'll be $400 for my opinion. Yeah, that's basically the American healthcare system in a nutshell. It's especially the case if you're, like, trying to figure out, like, your mental disability as an adult. When you're a kid, they'll do it, like, easily. But if you're an adult, they really hesitate to even diagnose you with anything. You know, I knew these things would actually try to escape. It's just they didn't when I had thought they would. Problem with our healthcare is the salaries are dog shit, so all the doctors move west. Oh, so like the actual doctors of your location just don't get paid enough, essentially. The benefit to a private healthcare system is the doctors are paid well. True. It's a lot of health. This shortcut? Wait, I already had shortcut. Not in Poland. I guess one thing we can definitely say is it's a lot easier to talk smack of one's own country because they get to experience it firsthand. Thus, you are more familiar with its faults than someone who is outside of it. The life of an athlete too. You go to where the better money is. I think Kevin wouldn't complain about the Netherlands. I have a friend who's in there and they've got their own set of complaints for the Netherlands. But I imagine the complaints would be of something different compared to being healthcare related. Because I feel like if I remember correctly, what they had mentioned was that it's a fairly racist country. Of course, it's been a while since I've even talked about their country, so... But if they stop by, I can always... ask them again. Maybe they already... you don't know. Well, yeah, that's... like I was saying, it's like, it's hard to, you know, understand a country that you are outside of. It's easier to understand the country that you are in yourself, and as a result, it's also easier to complain about said country. Remember that when you visited there were neighborhoods for non-natives, and they were considered less safe. Huh. Oh, hello there. I've never looked much into the Netherlands myself, so there's probably a bunch of interesting tidbits about them that I don't know. In fact, it's most likely. Words of wisdom. Increases the speed of my attacks? That would be useful. I need to figure out how to get into that part. Probably somewhere from there, if I had to guess. It is much easier to just spam the throwing daggers than it is to just actually fight these things sometimes. I should also mention that I have no idea where I'm going. Well, I have an idea of where I am going, just not where I'm supposed to. I do really like the look of this place. I should probably check my keys. I've got some, don't I? Yeah, Celeste key, Heir Apparent, ultimate healing item. Got a few of these things. Let's see. Probably over here would be my best bet. Admittedly, the Metroidvania games are no strangers whatsoever to having rather obtuse progression styles. That looks promising. Ah, I see. Oops. If anyone finds themselves playing a Metroidvania, attack every wall. No, seriously. Because every wall could be a secret. Like that. this. I'm extra familiar from the Silver Knight. Increases weapon attack speed. That's these things. Death Cry. Regale your surroundings with a chilling, damaging cry. Can you do anything about that? Failed the only Metroid ever experienced at Tohovania. Unless you count a Game Boy Advance Metroid game, which was super easy. Which of the Game Boy Advance Metroid games? Because Fusion is super linear. It would take some effort to fail at it, essentially. Your biggest threat is really just the SAX. Zero Mission, finished it in under an hour on average difficulty. Sounds about right. Zero Mission still is the superior way to play the first Metroid, essentially. Because, yeah, not gonna lie, the first one has not aged well. Big shocker there. It's not common for a NES game to actually live up to things. Because, well, a lot of the restrictions they had made it so they couldn't make a lot of the games that we have now. This is a lot of verticality. So easy you considered becoming a speedrunner on it. Wait till you see the speedrunners. Some of the speedrunners on that game are insane. As are the ones for, what's it? AM2R. One of the things that is actually cropped up recently, AM2R has a multiplayer mod, and one of the things that this multiplayer mod has is the ability for PvP. So, one of the things that you'll see with some speedrunners on AM2R is they will do their speedrun while being hunted down by like 4 other players. And it's really cool, but oh wow. It looks like just pure madness. familiar, but at the same time felt like it could at least compare to other speedrunners. Maybe. You never know until you try.
I need more blood. Blood steal.
That's a weird face.
Scarlet Dress. Scarlet Cycle.
Oh. Mm-mm.
Scarlet Cycle. Scarlet Dress. Scarlet Dress.
And this boss hurts.
Scarlet Dress. Scarlet Cycle. Scarlet Thrust. Bloodsteel. Scarlet Thrust. Scarlet
Okay, so
Cycle.
she's just able to heal herself. Oh, okay.
Scarlet Thrust. Die. Scarlet Cycle.
Paracells are destroyable. Doesn't look like it. Okay, I'm stun locked.
Scarlet Thrust. Scarlet Thrust. Scarlet Thrust.
Looks like they can be hit from not attacking me at least.
Scarlet Thrust. Scarlet Thrust.
Ouch.
Scarlet Cyclone. Blood Rain.
Not really much to do against that Blood Rain attack.
Last sustenance.
That Blood Rain attack does not give any opportunities. Everything else is very telegraphed, but I feel like the Blood Rain one, it's kind of hard to tell where it starts. I think it starts right above me, but it also appears to follow me somewhat. What I need is more potions, because this is not the best situation to be in, fighting a boss with no healing items and possibly underleveled. Oh, and there we are with the reflector ray again. See if I can make it to like a green location and make more potions. Or at least buy some, because as it stands, I need potions. Cannot necessarily get potions here. Scrambled eggs. Alright, food items can heal as well. I'd actually forgotten about that. Maybe I do actually have a thing that can help me against that. No need to go all the way back just yet. So we know that the... Whoa. Oh. That's nice. I didn't expect that, but it's nice. So we can hit the parasols at least to get them to stop being a threat. Our main trouble in that case then is... Let's see. Wondering if the parasols would drop consumables / heals when attacked. Yeah, that almost never happens in this kind of game. It's very rare for a boss in like a Metroidvania to actually have consumables that it drops for you. Can I just leave? No, that'd be great though. Good.
Scarlet Rust. Scarlet Thrust.
Good.
Scarlet Thrust. Scarlet Thrust. Scarlet Thrust. Scarlet Thrust. Scarlet Thrust. Blood rain. Die. Blood rain.
Oh, there we go. Just needed more healing. Bloodsteel. Wait a minute. I know exactly where to use this. It's much weaker when I use it, but still. Where does this go? Oh, is this actually leading me back to the general area I need to be? It is not. GG, thank you. That was not an easy boss. Like, the patterns were simple, but I was just not getting where to dodge some of that. It's kind of funny, I honestly have much easier time in a bullet hell. Let's see, where's the nearest? Nearest is there. Yeah, I'll avoid that for now. I honestly need to set up some shortcuts here. For now, I need to go back and see if I can craft some more potions. Or at least something that can heal. Honestly, even buying it would be nice.
Are you eating? What are we transmuting this time?
I'll go with this. Great. I'll go with this.
More foods to craft. High potion.
I'll go with this. I'll go with this.
Promise you'll stop Jeeble no matter what.
I have something. What are you looking to buy?
I'd like to buy more of these.
Then we have a deal.
This would probably be good to have.
Thank you.
Still need to get her pizza. She needs that pizza. Always save after a difficult boss encounter, because you never know when you're gonna need more of it. I need that pizza. I have pizza. It's waiting for me in the kitchen. I had some earlier, but I didn't finish it all. Because I'm not always able to finish the entire thing by myself. As lovely as it would be to do so. Really need is tacos. Haven't had tacos in months. I don't think I've had a taco in years, actually. Because the only place that I can get tacos is Taco Bell here, and I don't really like Taco Bell. I don't normally get them from Taco Bell, but there are places to get authentic ones here too. I still have to try out more of the restaurants in my area. Yep, I had figured that was how that worked. I haven't actually tried it personally, but it's critically acclaimed by people you know. A place called In a Tub, and it's apparently phenomenal. Well, given we live in the same state, I could probably find it. How close one might be to you, if it's even a chain. That's always hard to tell. What I do miss, you know, because I can't actually encounter it over here, because it's a Northwesterner thing. Taco time. Doesn't exist over here, and that's a shame, because I actually really liked the food there. That was the, it's interesting, but it's like a fast food place where I don't hate more than, like, half the menu. Because, like, if you take me to McDonald's, I can stomach, like, only a couple of, McDonald's' menu. But I basically could have anything from Taco Time. Which is saying something. Because while I will eat just about anything, I am picky when it comes to what I prefer. Yeah, Taco Time. Apparently they have intentions of expanding. What in the world is going on? But that was basically the restaurant that I would frequent a ton when I was in Washington State. I also frequented this burger place called Frugal's. That was also pretty solid. Well, what? Sounds familiar. I think I've talked about it before. Detective's Eye. Make secret walls and... Oh, that's actually insanely good. Hold on. Shortcuts. Edit this one. Okay, this is really good. This means I'm not, like, constantly swinging at nothing anymore. Gotta love it when you get, you know, the perfect upgrade. kind of hope to increase its range soon enough. Okay, this swimming animation is not good. It's a lot of bats. Time to heal up without using potions, because I'm saving those for boss fights if I can.
Hi, Miri. What are we transmuting this time?
What would it take to increase that? Toad's Eye.
I'll go with this. I'll go with this. I'll go with this. I'll go with this.
Promise you'll stop Jeeble no matter.
Out of curiosity. We're gonna guess never use items in games if it can be avoided. I mean, I am very similar in that regard, but I've also learned to use them more frequently. Because especially in games that are harder, it's easier to just take the, you know, the whole, oh yeah, you had to heal here kind of deal, as opposed to being like, oh, I got completely beat up and died. Games with perspective, maybe I should learn to avoid damage rather than take it and heal. I find that some games, if you try to do that, the game will just be a complete disrespect of your time. It's not all of them, mind you, but there are some of them where it's just like, there's no point. Great example, the Devil May Cry games. I enjoy them, but under no circumstances should you feel bad about using healing items, particularly in the first game. In fact, if you're playing the first game, use healing items as much as you can, because that game will do as much to, like, just decimate you as it can, and you basically will never be able to complete it, for your first playthrough at least, without using at least one healing item. There's also Ninja Gaiden. the reboot series, not the original NES one. If you even try to go through that game without using potions, you are probably gonna get dunked on. That is not a game I would say is easy by any means to try and do damageless. You'd be more likely to just straight up die if you don't use your potions then and there. And I really do mean it. Like, everything hits like a dump truck in Ninja Gaiden. To become a game developer, I'd implement diminishing returns system on healing items. At least on hardest difficulty settings. Very gradually, all your healing options would lose effectiveness. You'd probably want that to be like a challenge run option, because I cannot imagine that being well received by like more casual players. And that is another thing to note, is that when it comes down to it, there are a lot of other players. And everyone's got different ways that they see it. Well, another thing is, it might not also be received well by more hardcore players. Because even with the more hardcore players, there is variety in them. When it comes to developing a harder game, it's really hard to get the right balance. Because what one player may enjoy, even if it's, you know, on the harder difficulty or not, might not be something another player does. It's very important to, you know, figure out who you're making the game for, and what that general populace tends to appreciate. To be honest, what I would suggest as opposed to a gradual decay in effectiveness is just making the healing items more limited on harder difficulties. It fixes the issue while not making people have to discover that healing items decrease effectiveness. I can say that I'm not interested in pleasing everybody. That's a fool's errand. But picking something unusual, cater to a new crowd. I mean, you can give it a try. The effectiveness of such is something that would have to be discovered. Oh hey, I actually recognize this area. Get rid of that now. I think another thing that's, you know, important to remember when developing games is that even if you do make a new thing, you gotta just remember that you do need to kind of have at least some audience in mind while making it. because I've seen some game developers try to do like one unique thing that makes it harder, but they also forget that they put that system in play at all. And the reason this becomes an issue is because they try to make other mechanics that don't play well with that. And while it's fine to make mechanics that don't play with each other nicely, like there are some situations where that can add to the game feel. It also can potentially lead to situations where that one mechanic that you had added as a, unique thing ends up being more obnoxious than it needs to be. I would actually say that a great example are like the early RPG shooters that tried to also incorporate crafting into their mix. Like, crafting by itself is not necessarily a problem, but it has not mixed well with RPG looter shooters quite often, in my experience. Also, I am not seeing where to go from here. Yeah, in general, I would suggest anyone making a game, when they're first starting, their very first question should be, who am I making this for? Because you wanna have that in mind. If the answer isn't me, it sounds like you only care about money. Well, I don't think that's really true, because I think at the same time, it's just as worthy an answer to say that you're making the game to entertain. Because there are people who genuinely enjoy just entertaining others. Great example are like certain bullet hell games, like I actually have no idea how to pronounce it now that I'm put on the spot with it. It has like an XYX in the title or something like that. The developer intentionally gave it a weird name because they thought it would be funny to have something that would be hard to pronounce. No, seriously, that was their reasoning. But a lot of the stuff that they had developed was basically a for, shoot 'em up enthusiasts kind of deal. And likewise, this game right here that I'm playing was made with Metroidvania fans in mind. And yes, money is part of the equation with a lot of game development in mind. The trouble doesn't really come from wanting to make money from the game. I think the trouble comes from making that your sole focus. See, like, a lot of Activision or EA games and how they handle, trying to make money. Those are examples of making money your entire focus in the game suffering for it. But then you've got cases like Sonic 2, which, yes, that was made for money, but it was also made for fans of the original game, and it improved on the formula that the original had established. It's also fine to have the answer just be simply, you know, this game is for me. But I find that oftentimes it's better in retrospect to have multiple groups, like multiple targets for what you want out of the game. Of course, don't put too many in it, or you're gonna end up like Battleborn, where you're a MOBA, a shooter, first-person shooter campaign, and God knows what else. Seriously, what wasn't Bloodborne? Not Bloodborne. Battleborn. Jack of all trades, master of none. Yeah, that was basically what Battleborn was. They wanted to satisfy every audience they could, while also making money, but because they put so many different things in their game, it was very hard to like come back to it and be like, yes, I want this. Because, like, if you were a fan of the MOBA mode, that wasn't the only thing in the game, and that's not necessarily bad. But when the focus of the game is on one particular part, like, so obviously so, it's easy to feel excluded if you have so many options in a game like that. If you're playing a game that has, say, a battle royale and, like, a standard, you know, multiplayer deathmatch system, it's really hard to feel like you're being included with everything if the game just chooses instead to focus on the deathmatch mode, but you wanted Battle Royale. In fact, I've had that happen with some games. Great example, was... RuneScape hit me with that before I quit playing it. Yeah, RuneScape is a pretty good example of that.
I'll take it.
I've also had it happen with MapleStory. Like, I loved MapleStory when it initially came out. I played it a ton. Wasted, like, several hours of my life to it. But after a certain point, Nexon started putting more focus on putting a story to the game and characters. Like, there was always story in MapleStory, but it never took as much of the front stage as it does now. And because of that, it's just... it's not what I want out of the game. The reintroduction of the wilderness. Yeah, that's actually another thing. If you've got a game that's focusing too much on one thing or another, it does drive people away, especially if that one thing is something that, you know, other players like, but you're not as keen on it. Great example. I just remembered the name of it. I don't know why I had forgotten. Destiny 2. Destiny 2 is a very good example of this exact problem. Because on one end, yes, you do get some of what you want out of it. But, like, if your main focus is on PvP, you have to, and I actually mean have to, engage with the PvE content. Because to get certain weapons, you need to go through the PvE content. But if you prefer PvE, there is content that is restricted to you having to deal with the PvP as well. Because to unlock weapons in Destiny, you have to, you know, complete quests. And these quests can be a bunch of things, ranging from, you know, complete this mission to the more absurd, like, finish 5 Crucible matches. But if you're here for PvE, you're not interested in doing Crucible matches. You want to just play the game and get this weapon. Not normally a problem if it's just a weapon, though, but there was actually a case, and I don't know if it's still a thing because they're putting more things in the locker, as it were. But they're putting more things in the locker that it might be out of circulation. But one of the quests that you could do involved you getting, I think it was Cade's weapon or something like that. It was a weapon you needed for story progression. That's all I remember. And to get that weapon, you actually needed to do Crucible matches to progress in the story. And that segmented design is actually part of what turned me off from the game. There was also the fact that a lot of things that were happening to Destiny 2 were starting to disinterest me, because there's only so many times you can play a game, buy an expansion, and have it be like 2 hours long before you start to raise an eyebrow and wonder why the hell you even bought the game. Never played Destiny, all I knew was Bungie made it. Destiny is a game that I really wish I could enjoy. But it is unfortunately marred by a bunch of issues, in my eyes, that kind of taint it.
What are you doing here?
Oh, sorry. Right before I went whoosh, I remembered this huge waterfall I saw in me travels, and
You want me to kick you?
I said I'm sorry. Can't we just try this again? Oh, thank you for bringing this.
Now remember, picture your house. Your house.
Oh, well, I'm not daft, you know. Oh, before I go, let me give you this for helping me.
Should I assume that worked or not?
On a similar vein, there are a lot of games I enjoyed once, but wish I could re-experience from scratch. Yeah, I'm that way with Dark Souls 1, actually. If you remember, I did like a little Dark Souls 1 playthrough for a little bit. And I remember the game very well. And as a result, a lot of the surprises that it has didn't really do anything for me. Because I already knew about them. I could progress past the game at speeds that a new player definitely would not ever be able to. Which is to be expected, mind you. But at the same time, it, you know, kinda sucks. They're still fun to replay, but the first time through is a wonderful magic sometimes. That it is. Curious. Kinda wish I could just skip through or something, but I need to find something that lets me swim. Yeah, game development is hard. That's one thing I can definitely say, and just about everyone would be able to agree. There's no such thing as a perfect game, though there are games that can be considered good for sure. Magical ability to double jump, swing giant swords, cast blood spells, can't go underwater. Yep, welcome to Metroidvania. Also, welcome to Halo. You could go underwater in Halo. In fact, there's... it really depends on the map, of course. The Silent Cartographer, for example, you could just wander around in the water for hours if you wanted to. It won't kill you or anything. Reach at least, Master Chief can take on the entire Covenant. Wait, what happened earlier? Did I like blink weird or something? Reach is an interesting case though, because it was basically like Bungie after they had learned everything from the previous Halo games. One thing I can definitely say when it comes to Reach, though, is the legendary difficulty on that is a total pain in the butt. Yeah, Reach is still a really good game. Really, the only complaints that I can have about it are pretty minimal. There's gotta be something that I missed when going down there. Because it feels really weird for it to just stop like that. One of the things that I've actually tried doing over the years is trying to beat every single Halo game on Legendary. So far I've accomplished Halo 1, Halo 3, and Halo Reach. Halo 2 is obviously taking some time. If you know anything about Halo 2, you know exactly why it's taking some time. It's the same case with Halo 4, actually. Halo 4's Legendary is... oh. Okay. So, Halo 2's Legendary is kind of infamous for how difficult it is. Great example is, if you're playing in co-op, if the two of you die in any other Halo, like if it's both of you who die, you restart from a checkpoint. In Halo 2 Legendary, if any single one of you die, you restart from a checkpoint. And I can't remember if it's a skull or if it happened in Halo 2 Legendary, but if you're playing solo mode and you die, I hope you like going all the way back to the beginning of the level. Sounds fun. Oh, yes. That it is. I've played Legendary on a few of them so far. Halo 1 is a great time in Legendary. Beat that, no sweat. Well, I say no sweat, but the final mission in that game is pretty hard on Legendary. If you don't know what you're doing. Because, small fact.
I finished the harvest.
But, I never had an opportunity to play through the final mission of Halo 1. And that is because my disc for Halo 1 on the Xbox was scratched. It would not load the final level. Every other level could load just fine. I can make that jump if I just time it right. could always do this. But, yeah, Halo 1's legendary, not too bad. I've had worse experiences. Halo 2... If I remember correctly, they never actually tested it for legendary difficulty. So the balancing is all over the place, and quite obviously so. Even a basic grunt in legendary difficulty can kill you in a matter of seconds. In fact, I'm pretty sure the only thing that can kill you in a second is the Jackal snipers. And they can do it in less than a second, even. If you poke your head out from behind cover and there's a Jackal sniper around on Legendary, you're dead. It's just over. Hope you like restarting the entire level or going back to the checkpoint, depending on if you're doing it in co-op or not. Legendary took time in Reach, but beat it without terrible issues. Yeah, it's not too bad in Reach. It has its moments. Like, there are certain missions that are definitely harder than others. Final mission was the hardest part of how limited ammunition was. Are you referring to final mission as, like, not Lone Wolf? Because arguably Lone Wolf is the easiest mission in legendary difficulty, because all you have to do is die. Not counting the endless game over mission. Man, I remember when, like, Reach was still kind of new, there were rumors going around, you know, on the schoolyard and stuff like that, that, oh, you can get a good ending if you know, survive for this long, or if you find this or that. Just missing the ability to go underwater. Yeah, that's what I'm missing right now, but I'm also adventuring back here because I noticed that there's parts that I missed, and I would like to cover more of the map. But yeah, there was a lot of, oh, you know, you can find Master Chief's suit, you know, in this location or that, or you can actually survive and it will give you like a teaser for Halo whatever. All of those were false. But, you know, kids and playground rumors. Those who dealt with, you know, the original Game Boy Pokemon, they got to hear things like, you know, Mew under the truck. Yeah, that. Which I've never actually understood where that came from. Apparently the underground waterway after the fountain has mobs that drop aqua stream shard. Oh, those things are what I need to kill. Okay. I will get to them in a moment. Oh. Okay, I've got that now. What's a poltergeist doing there? Don't know them by name. I mean, I don't either. I've only recently encountered them for the first time. But it's something that, when you mentioned what they did, I immediately recognized them for that. Because I'm more of a visual learner than I am anything else. I can, like, remember most Pokemon not by name, for example, but by what they look like. This appears to be the room. Yeah, I don't think I like this as the swimming method very much. This is very unwieldy. Yeah, it's not exactly swimming. I do like that it does continuous damage. And it also costs no mana underwater. It's still very weird, though. There's also the fact that even if, yes, it allows me to go through the water, I can't interact with any of the chests there. Game is a bunch of search everywhere for the thing you need, then search everywhere for, again, for what's next, it seems. Well, that is most Metroidvania-type games in general. Albeit most games do it better than this one. Like, yeah, this game's good, but, like, it definitely has an issue with, like, backtracking and a little bit of an over-reliance on basically just guess what I'm thinking of that you need to do to progress. Like, there was some of that even in, like, Symphony of the Night, mind you. But it definitely wasn't on this level. Most at least give some indication where the ability is meant to be used to progress or a mission waypoint or something. Usually, yeah. Or in the case of Symphony of the Night, they only require you to have to guess, like, once. And then every other situation, they actually give you a hint. Yeah, I should change my shortcut. Mission 2, you sit in the... I think you mean the Chozo statue. Yeah, Chocobo is Final Fantasy. But yeah, from what I remember, Zero Mission isn't nearly as linear as Fusion is. Fusion will literally tell you, okay, go here. Smash Ultimate Online has given you a headache. Physical pain due to bad players. That bad, huh? Well then, never watch me play Smash. That's all I can say. Ugh. Putting traps in the middle of this is... ouch. Just feel hurt because all people do it as your main is spam, and that's why he has a bad rep, and Wi-Fi players usually do that for every character, which is why some people think all Link spam hurts you so much. Now, I don't have a main, mostly because I don't play Smash often enough. Huh. Oh, sorry, Murphy, I forgot to enable the sound effects. Hold on. I'll start it up. I owe you one free fart. And welcome, Murphy. Welcome, Windex. I think I forgot to say welcome to everyone today. I started the day off with like mic issues, which was fun. And then my computer restarted. Okay. I just made myself laugh with that timing. What is wrong with me? I was doing it like automatically as like, oh yeah, I should do this. And then like, I did it right after saying that. And it just worked. Worked really well. Ouch. But yeah, there's your fart, Murphy. And if you want that sound effect, or really any of them, I've got like a whole folder. Squats. Oh yeah, I completely forgot that I even had those. Those redeems are ones that almost never get redeemed, so I forgot that I even had it. Hold on. Have to head out. Thanks for streaming. Alright. Have a nice day, Bulldog. Alright, 10 squats. Where the camera can hopefully see me. There we are. The model. Yeah, it shows me squats. And actually having a main is something actually I've seen a lot. Though I've seen a lot of random mains. We're the 666 completely. Well, I made it like cheap because the idea was I wasn't exercising enough. So what I did is I made it a redeem so people could force me to exercise. Because it's good to be active. Amy? Why is that monster named Amy? I fell right onto the poison. Also, just want to point out, I find it kind of amusing that immediately after a, you know, water cave, there's this desert area. I eventually need to move the sound effects to being more horror-oriented. An ocean is just a sweaty desert, though. A horror fart. Nah, I was thinking of using, like, the Minecraft cave sounds. I think that would be a good one. Now, there is one of these sound effects that will stay. Only one of them. I've actually stated that before. It's not the monkey sound. The monkey sound is not the one that's staying. The monkey must stay. The one that's staying is E-O. Because it's just so dumb. I love it. Ouch. This area deals a lot of damage. Another soul. Lethargy. Fire a beam in the designated direction that slows enemy movement. I hope that works on bosses. I doubt it would, but it'd be lovely. I'd appreciate it if Ghost would stop trying to give me the slap. I am one of you. Don't hurt me, brothers. Good thing I've got like a whole bunch of poison cures. Yeah, there's a lot of attack sounds in this game. Ooh, a save point. I like having health and not dying and losing all my progress. Elevator. Shortest elevator. I can speak English, I swear to God. Interesting room. I don't know why it curves like that, but it sure do. Okay, can't do anything about that. Oh! Boss. It's a boss fight. Okay. Gotta change the shards to the good ones. I do need to rank up my Bloodbringer at some point, because right now Silver Knight is more powerful.
Come to see me, have you?
Yes.
Miriam, what are you doing here?
I ought to ask you the same.
I commanded you to leave this place.
I cannot. I gave Jeeble my word, and I intend to keep it.
Very well. This sigil was not meant for you, but we are far enough from the castle that it can contain you here. Goodbye, Miriam. Stand down!
I am on fire. Get back here.
Stand down.
Okay. Do I have a thing that cures the curse? Thank you, Roshan Galaxy, for following. Let's see. It appears that I do not actually have anything for curing curse. Just gotta put up with it for a while.
Stand down.
Ouch. Okay. A couple heals just to make sure that I'm doing well. I actually kind of like the rotating camera for this.
Start with this. Dash. I mix this tincture. This one. Start with this. Add a dash of this.
I'm dealing 69 damage to him quite frequently. Ouch. Okay, I need to heal once more.
This power you have is even greater than I imagined. I must get back the book.
That will never happen.
I have to make it happen. I have waited too long for this chance. Our last chance.
Bye, loser. I can go over to the save point real quick and get more health. Oh, hi Rex. How are you doing? I just beat up an old man. He wanted a book. I said no, so I bludgeoned him until he teleported away. Just got back from MFF? What is that? Deep sinker causes you to sink in water, allowing you to explore beneath the surface. Oh, Now I can actually swim. I had to go to a desert to learn how to swim. FurryCon near Chicago? Ah, I see. I've never actually been to a convention before in my life. Always wanted to at least attend a convention, because it sounds like fun. But... money, travel... Ouch. They're so much fun. Well, maybe one of these days I'll give them a shot. Hello there. All this for a bookshelf. Lasting wound. Okay. Experience of FurryCon. If you do, let me know. And I want to hear the experience, because post-con depression. And I just got a soul that allows me to augment my con. It means constitution here, mind you, but I just think it's funny. The timing of it all. Well, now I can apparently swim like a normal human being. First things first, I need more potions.
Hi, Mir. What are we transmuting this time?
I'll go with this.
Make my Silver Knight stronger.
I'll go with this. I'll go with this.
Okay. And I still need to find sword fragments so I can make my Bloodbringer stronger, because he's the one that's like level 28 right now. He's the one that needs it. Oh, I can make some curry.
Great. I'll go with this. 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 I'll go with this. Great.
Oh, Hachi. Thanks for following. I didn't know you weren't already doing so.
Pace yourself out.
Be rad as hell to meet some of us at a convention. Maybe one of these days. Maybe. Time to consume vast quantities of food because it gives me, like, stat buffs.
Delicious. Delicious.
There we go. Don't gotta yell at me. Didn't know you were. You didn't know either. I find that kind of amusing.
Even though I've learned to jump in midair, there are still places in the castle I can't reach. Even Zangetsu must be scratching his head.
What? But I heard Zangetsu had developed the ability to fly.
What?
Here, he sent a message arrow. In the searing hot caves, seek the strange demon.
Strange demon? That's it?
He says he saw the demon falling up.
I'm not sure I understand, but it sounds like finding that demon is my best lead.
I agree. Now, is there anything else you need?
Potions.
What are you looking to buy? Is there many thanks? Then we have a deal. Thank.
Bye. Oh, you love my hat? So, the thing is, it currently gives me the best stats out of everything I have. Like, yes, I can equip cat ears if I want, but this thing gives me so many good stats, I just can't take it off. In fact, everything I've got equipped is just good. I can also give myself elf ears if I really want to look silly. Oh, I should probably showcase this because it is hilarious. Voice changer. It makes my voice really high-pitched. Oh, I didn't realize that I got the red umbrella. That might be useful. And if I remember correctly, you can actually get a weapon in this game later that is, like, squeaky shoes. And as you're running around with those shoes on, every step squeaks. Oh god, I'm slow in the water. Ouch. At least I can open treasure chests now. However, I don't think that means I can use a reflector ray, can I? Oh wait, no, I can. I just have to be able to stand somewhere to use it. Why does this game have, like, the most amusing death sounds? Like, there are so many death sounds in this game that just, they're so weird. There's nothing that sounds like that when it dies, mind you. Though I don't know if I'd put it past push-ups. Welcome, Marsh. I will do the push-ups after I get this treasure chest. There we are. I gotta go off screen for this one because it's push-ups. Well, I guess you can't quite see these ones anyways. And squats. Exercise stream. I mean, I used to do that actually. I used to do Ring Fit Adventure streams, and then I mysteriously stopped doing that. I don't know. It just got hard to do. Long bun, but I'm a serval. May not look like it because current ghost machine very inefficient. My body amuses you? I don't know why, but I immediately thought of
That's Dominique.
And
Alfred?
What's it? Reggie, where he says my body is ready. That's where my mind with Dihydrate? Okay, hold on. I need to get my water. Can you tell that I'm not used to there being many channel redeems? Because quite often, there's not many of them. We just sort of hang out here. But this is the most channel redeems I've seen today. Where am I going? I was going to get my water bottle. It was over at the door. Because usually I keep it next to my bed. Because I like to be able to drink whenever I, get thirsty in the middle of the night.
This was your proposal, Exorcist? Explain yourself.
I should have been there, but you broke your word as well when you laid that trap for me.
I wasn't about to allow the book to fall into your hands.
Why would I want it?
Revenge, perhaps? For your parents.
Someone has been putting ideas in your head.
Miriam.
Huh? No, wait! I would have preferred you not see that.
So the trap Alfred laid was for you?
Yes, and that's why I sent Zangetsu to deal with it. He has the power to stop Alfred from teleporting. I thought he might be able to contain Alfred, while we dealt with our bigger problems here.
It makes sense. But what was all that about your parents? Revenge?
I don't want you to get the wrong idea, so I suppose I had better tell you. My parents were exorcists, like me, but during the demon outpouring 10 years ago, they were killed in battle. So I have my reasons for hating demons, and that accursed book.
I'm so sorry. You must hate us all for it.
I let go of the hatred years ago. All that matters now is that I gain control of the Liber Logaeth and prevent it from ever being used for evil again.
All right. I'll help you.
Thank you. I'll do all I can for you in return.
I get the feeling that she's gonna end up being like a quote-unquote twist bad guy. looks like a darkness elemental. Ouch. This is gonna hurt, isn't it? I actually expected it to do something that would hurt me. But I guess it just looks intimidating. I am being juggled really bad. Jeebel's efforts have supplied us with a large quantity of shards. Now that the children are well trained, we have begun shard binding experiments to great success. One girl in particular, Miriam, seems to have boundless potential, both in terms of how many shards she can wield and to what magnitude. If my calculations are correct, then we have finally amassed enough crystal to perform the great demon summoning. It has been a long and arduous path, but we will soon reach the end. My old friend continues to oppose the ritual. However, to gain much, we must sacrifice much. It is the most basic principle of alchemy. Equivalent exchange. As long as there's no chimeras, we're fine. Save point. Alright, I think that is a good stopping spot for the day, actually. Let's see if there's anyone to raid. You've got quite the timing for that. Let's see, is anyone else playing these in an area that I could recognize, preferably? There we go. I think they've only just begun the game, but they are also playing Bloodstained. So thank you, Murphy. Thank you, Mixie, Rex, Hachi, Windex, Bulldog, Kishiru, all of you for coming along and hanging out. I will see you guys on Wednesday, probably. If you're there. Though Wednesday will be a later stream than usual because I have an appointment to deal with then. So we'll see when I start then. But yeah, I hope you all have a lovely day. Ciao.